Meet Emma, a young professional lady struggling with contentment. One day, she was scrolling through her social media and came across something that changed her mood. It was her old time school mate named Chansa. She was intrigued and moved, seeing how successful her friend had become. Seeing that, Emma became frustrated because she's been pushing and pushing, but things haven't been working out. So sad to see. She was deep in her emotions, couldn't believe what she saw, thinking it was a dream. She sat, thinking where she goes wrong, thinking if really things will change someday. It was until Emma met this man who changed her perception. Here's how the story goes.
Young lady, you look troubled. What's on your mind?
I just feel like I'm not good enough. I'm always comparing myself to others and I feel like I'm coming up short.
You know, I had the exact same problem once.
What changed?
Let me tell you a story. You know, when I first was starting out in business, I faced the exact same problem. I used to compare myself to my competitors. I used to compare myself to my friends. Okay?
So, how did you learn to do that?
You see, this is where I began to learn to say I need to start appreciating the small achievements that I had. Yes, I could not reach the success of others, but those people also had their own paths which they paved out. It is up to me to pave out my own path and to come up with my own path. And that way, I started to succeed because I started winning. I started winning not only the small battles, but also the big battles. Okay? I stopped focusing on what was going wrong and started focusing on the small achievement that I made. Okay?
What about the negatives? How did you used to deal with those?
You see, that's the thing about life. When you focus so much on the negativity, everything that happens will, going forward, will just be negative.
I
Okay?
need to work on that.
It is high time you start to focus on the small wins. And the big wins will come soon. They will come following.
Okay. I always compare myself with others and sometimes it's just hard to deal with it.
You see, in life, when you focus on your friends' goals, you start to see that their goals are being achieved whilst you are at a standstill. For you to move, you need to start focusing on your goals and what you should do to become better.
So this is the part where I don't focus more on the negatives. I look more on the positive side.
This is the time when you transform the positive and make it positive plus plus.
Hmm. Are there any other factors that I should put into consideration?
As a matter of fact, moving on is very important in life. You know, there are many things that have failed in your life right now, and I can tell from just looking at you. And it is high time you forgot about those failed achievements and start focusing on those that you can achieve.
Wow, it's high time I should move on. Thank you,
Jack,
Mr. Jack. I'm Emma.
oh, that's good. Emma, I'm believing that from now on you are a changed person.
I will work on all of that.
Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
Emma.
you. You know what? Mr. Jack is right. I pay my rent on time. I'm able to put food on my table. I'm able to clothe myself. These are the small wins that I have been overlooking. It's high time I became content with what I have. Yeah.